History is a story, but what if the story we know is incomplete? Beneath the surface of familiar tales lies a hidden history, secret alliances, forgotten plagues, and brilliant minds nearly lost to time. These are the stories not taught in classrooms, the secrets history keeps locked away. They challenge what we think we know about the world and our place in it. The past is not a straight line, but a tangled web of connections and unexpected encounters. Imagine a world where science and faith were partners, and empires we thought isolated were shaping each other's destinies. This is the world we will explore, not the history from textbooks, but the one that unfolded in the shadows. It's a journey into what was and what was deliberately forgotten. Civilizations were never islands. The currents of trade, ideas, and conflict have always connected us. The story of the Islamic world, for example, is woven into global history in ways that might surprise you. From Baghdad's markets to Cordoba's libraries, its influence touched every corner of the known world. Yet much of this has been downplayed or erased from popular narratives. Why are some stories remembered while others fade? Is it by accident or by design? History is not just a record of what happened, it's a reflection of who has the power to tell the story. By seeking out these hidden truths, we reclaim a more honest understanding of our shared human journey. As the Islamic world began to recover from the Mongol invasions, a new enemy arrived, the Black Death. It traveled silently along trade routes, devastating the Middle East and North Africa as much as Europe. The plague struck great cities, Alexandria, Cairo, Damascus, Mecca, leaving them emptied and silent. Chroniclers like Ibn Khaldun described the devastation. He lost his parents and teachers, mirroring the loss across the civilization. Up to a third of the population perished, leading to famine, economic decline, and a collapse of intellectual life. Great schools and universities lost their finest minds, disrupting the transmission of knowledge. The vibrant heart of the civilization was weakened. People sought answers. Some saw divine punishment, others searched for practical solutions centuries before germ theory. The Black Death didn't just kill people, it killed confidence and stability. It shook the foundations of a world that had seemed prosperous and certain. This was another dark chapter following the fall of Baghdad. The challenge was immense to rebuild from ashes and sorrow. Yet, even in tragedy, seeds of resilience and adaptation were sown. The world would never be the same. When we think of the world wars, we picture Europe's trenches or the Pacific's islands. But the reality was a global chess game with secret deals and surprising alliances, including the Muslim world. The Ottoman Empire sided with Germany in World War I, but the real story was in the secret promises made by the British. They encouraged the Arab revolt with promises of independence, while secretly planning to divide the region with the French. These broken promises and new borders created a legacy of mistrust that still shapes the Middle East. In World War II, alliances were just as complex. Some Muslim leaders sought Axis support to escape colonial rule, while millions fought for the Allies. In Soviet Muslim regions, people fought on both sides. These hidden histories reveal the wars were not simple battles of good versus evil, but messy struggles for survival and power. The echoes of these choices still reverberate today. Much of the science and philosophy that sparked the European Renaissance was preserved and expanded in the Islamic world. In cities like Baghdad and Cordoba, ancient Greek works were not just translated, they were debated, critiqued, and advanced. Ibn Rushd's commentaries on Aristotle reignited philosophy in Europe, even as his Muslim identity was downplayed. Al-Khwarizmi pioneered algebra and introduced numerals that revolutionized mathematics. Without these tools, the scientific revolution in Europe would have been impossible. In medicine, Ibn Sina's canon became Europe's standard textbook for centuries. These were not minor contributions. They were the foundations of modern science and medicine. Knowledge flowed into Europe through Spain and Sicily, planting seeds for the Renaissance. The Renaissance was not just a European rebirth, but a global inheritance. The hidden libraries of the mind shaped the world we know. For centuries, history was told from the perspective of the conqueror, presenting a simplified, often distorted view. This erased the achievements of civilizations like the Islamic world, creating the illusion that progress was solely European. Today, historians and everyday people are challenging these old narratives, seeking to decolonize history. Reclaiming this history is about restoring balance, not assigning blame. It's like an archaeological dig, unearthing buried truths and piecing together a more accurate picture of our shared past. By studying forgotten scholars and hidden alliances, we see that genius and struggle know no borders. Unearthing the buried past isn't rewriting history, it's completing it. Only then can we truly understand the richness and complexity of our world. Why do these hidden stories matter? Because the past is never truly past. The echoes of forgotten events still shape our world. Conflicts, borders, and even the knowledge we take for granted. Understanding hidden histories gives us crucial context for today's world. It helps us see the deep roots of current events and builds bridges between cultures. Realizing the Renaissance was a global inheritance enriches the story, fostering respect and dismantling prejudice. Embracing a more complete history is an act of humility and curiosity. It teaches us to question whose story we're hearing, and what might be missing. By learning to look beyond the headlines, we become better equipped for the present. Discovering hidden truths is about forging a better future, one of understanding, respect, and connection. The past holds the keys to a more peaceful world, if we have the courage to read what's been hidden in the shadows.